Welcome to English class. Today I am going to teach you English of a Standard 6, Section 1. Around the world in 80 days. That's a new lesson. It's like a play. No? Around the world in 80 days. It is a play adapted by Julius Verne. And it's written like a play. So the main characters of these stories are narrated. And one who wrote this play. Then the main character is Phileas Fogg. And next, Fogg's new valet. Valet here means servant. Fogg's servant Jean Paspa. That Jean. The French name for a John. John the French name is Jean. And it is pronounced like a Paspa. Jean Paspa. Then other characters are friends of a Fogg. That the main character is Phileas Fogg and his the name of a friends of a Fogg, that is Flangen, Stuart, Ralph. That are the main characters in this play. Here described 21st century, you can fly around the world in a couple of days. 21st century, we want only a couple of days. And but in 1872, you didn't have aeroplanes. What you had a means of transport include steamship, trains, carriages, sledges and elephant. Okay? In 1872, there is no aeroplane. Then only train, carriages, sledge, elephant like that. Then would you still accept a challenge to go around the world in 80 days? Here is a challenge to go around the world in 80 days. Here is an opening portion of a popular story. After reading, you want to read the rest of this story from the library, no? Or internet. Then we have to the three characters main character Phileas Fogg, Jean Paspa, then friends of Fogg, that is Flangen, Stuart and Ralph. Let's start our play. Narrator. Mr. Phileas Fogg lived in 1872 at number 7 Savile Row in London. He was one of the most noticeable members of the Reform Club, though he seemed always to avoid attracting attention. Here story, Phileas Fogg lived in 1872. He was lived in London and he was a member of a Reform Club. Then, was Phileas Fogg rich? Undoubtedly so. But those who knew him best could not imagine how he had made his fortune. He was a rich man. But his friends or others did not know how he made money. And Mr. Fogg was the last person to whom to apply the information. He talked very little and seemed very mysterious. And he had not a talkative man. Had he travelled here, he liked to travel? Oh, it was likely. No one seemed to know the world better. There is no spot so secluded. He did not appear to have an intimate acquaintance with them. He loved to travel, because he had a thorough knowledge because of his travelling. And he must have travelled everywhere, at least in spirit. And he travelled, he liked travelling, and so whenever he get a chance, he travelled that area. And Phileas Fogg is seated squarely in his armchair, his hands resting on his knee, and his body straight and his head erect. He was sitting in an armchair. Then he was waiting to meet a new candidate in the position of his valet. Valet here means servant. He was waiting for a servant. And that is a personal servant for him. Paspa, a young man of 30, enters the room and bows. At this time, a new person came and his name was Jean Paspa. And he came and he was a man of 30 years and he enters the room and bows. Then Paspa. Mr. Phileas Fogg, I am here about a job. Mr. Phileas Fogg, Fogg, you are friends, I believe, and your name is John. For Phileas Fogg, you are a Frenchman I know your name is John. Yes, Pastor. I'm Jean. John, whatever. I am Jean. If you please, Jean Pastor, the surname which has come to me because I have a natural aptitude for going out the business into another. കാരണം I like to be called Jean. But Jean എന്നുള്ള French for John, French name for John. And I like to be called Jean because I do so many business. Rather quickly, if you knew all the jobs I had, you had laughed. Circus rider, professor of gymnastics, and a sergeant in the Paris Fire Brigade as a singer. Then I do so many jobs. Like ഏതൊക്കെ jobs ആണ് അദ്ദേഹം ഇഷ്ടപ്പെടുന്നത്? Can you see this picture? That is the Pastor do so many jobs. He like to be an officer or a professor of gymnastics and a fire brigade, then a singer, all these. അതായത് പലതരത്തിലുള്ള ജോബ് അദ്ദേഹം ചെയ്യുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ ഏത് തരത്തിലുള്ള ജോബും ചെയ്യുമെന്നുള്ള അർത്ഥം. Then fog. Pastor suits me and you come well recommended to me. I hear a good report of you and you know my conditions. I know him. നിങ്ങളെക്കുറിച്ച് എനിക്കറിയാം, അതുകൊണ്ട് നിങ്ങൾ എന്നെ റെക്കമെൻഡ് ചെയ്യും എന്ന് എനിക്കറിയാം. ഫോഗ് തന്നെ പറയാം, ഫിലിയസ് ഫോഗ്. Pastor, yes sir. And fog, good. What's the timing? അപ്പം ഫോഗ് ചോദിച്ചു, what's the time now? Pastor pulls out an enormous silver watch from his pocket. Then at this time, Pastor take a silver watch from his pocket. Then Pastor, 22 minutes after 11. What's the time now? 11:22. Fog checks his watch. Then Fog also checks what's the time. Is it a correct time? And Fog, you are too slow. Your time is too slow. Pastor, sorry, Messiah. That's impossible. Messiah here means that a word pronounced like a Messiah. That is a French title to show respect. അതായത് റെസ്പെക്റ്റ് കാണിക്കാനുള്ള ഫ്രഞ്ച് ടൈറ്റിലാണ്. നമ്മൾ മിസ്റ്റർ സർ എന്നൊക്കെ ഉപയോഗിക്കും. അതിന് പകരം ഫ്രഞ്ച് ടൈറ്റിലാണ് ഏതാണ്? മെസ്സിയ. And you are 4 minutes too slow. No matter, it's enough to mention the error. Now from this moment, 29 minutes after 11. What's the time now? 11:29. This day is Wednesday. That is 2nd October. You are in my service. അപ്പം നിങ്ങൾ എൻ്റെ സർവീസിലായ ദിവസത്തെക്കുറിച്ച് പറയാം. 2nd October, Wednesday, time that is 11:29. This time onwards you are become my servant. So I am now going to my club. I shall return at midnight. Precisely at midnight. ഞാനിപ്പോൾ ക്ലബിൽ പോവാണ്. അപ്പം ഞാൻ തിരിച്ചു വരും ഇപ്പം കൃത്യം മിഡ്നൈറ്റിലെ പറ്റും, അർദ്ധരാത്രി അല്ലേ. നറേറ്റർ ഫിലിയസ് ഫോഗ് ഹാവിംഗ് ഷട്ട് ദ ഡോർ ഓൺ ഹിസ് ഹൗസ് 11:30. അദ്ദേഹം എന്ത് ചെയ്തു? 11:30 തൻ്റെ വീട്ടിൽ നിന്ന് പോവുക. Then he reaches a reform club. Then as he approaches, 3 men, that is friends of Fog, waited there at the club. Who are that? Andrew Stewart, Gaudier Garals. They was discussing about something. What they discuss? Flangen says that, well Ralph, what's about the robbery? What was they discussed about? They were discussed about a robbery. ഒരു മോഷണത്തെ കുറിച്ചാണ് അവർ അവിടെ സംസാരിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. Stewart, oh, the bank will lose money. What happened? The bank will lose money because it was robbed by someone. And Ralph, on the contrary, I hope we may lay our hands on the robber. Skillful detectives have been sent in the principal ports of America and the continent, and he will be a clever fellow. And if he slips through their fingers, എന്താ റാൽഫ് പറഞ്ഞത്? അപ്പോൾ നല്ല മിടുക്കരായ ഡിറ്റക്റ്റീവ്സ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ എന്താണ് ഇത് നിമിഷങ്ങൾക്കുള്ളിൽ പിടിക്കാവുന്നേ ഉള്ളൂ, ഫിംഗർ പ്രിന്റ് വെച്ച്. Stuart, but have you got the robbers' description? You have got any description of the robbers? This was asked by Stuart. Then Ralph, in the first place, he is no robber at all. The whole robber alla. ആരായിട്ട് പറയുന്നത്? Stuart. No, Ralph. Then Stuart replied, what? A fellow who makes off with 55,000 pounds. No robber. 55,000 pound കൊണ്ട് പോയാൽ റോബർ അല്ലെന്ന്. Make off with means run off with. അതായത് മോഷ്ടിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് പോയി അല്ലെ, റൺ ഓഫ് വിത്ത്. അതായത് അത്രയും പൗണ്ട് മോഷ്ടിച്ചിട്ട് പോയ ആൾ റോബർ അല്ലെന്ന്. Ralph, no, the Daily Telegraph says that he is a gentleman. Because of the Daily Telegraph, that is news from the Daily Telegraph says that he is a gentleman, not a robber. Stuart, I maintain that the chances are in favor of the thieves, and who must be a shrewd fellow. He must be a shrewd fellow. Shrewd means a very clever fellow. But Stuart says that, and because he is not a thief, because and chances were in favor of the thief. And Ralph, well, but where can you flee to? And no country is safe for him. Where did he go? No country is safe for this robber. And Stuart, oh, I don't know that. The world is big enough. Then Stuart says that the world is very big. Then Fogg interpreting in a low voice. At this time, Fogg entered the discussion, and his interrupting means it was once ലോകം വലുതാണെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. ആരാ പറഞ്ഞത്? സ്റ്റുവർട്ട് പറഞ്ഞു. അപ്പോൾ ഫോഗ് പറയാണ് അത് ഒരിക്കൽ ലോകം വലുതായിരുന്നു അല്ലേ. Then these are about today's class, and you will read that lesson. Okay, thank you.